This is a Skywarn 13 weather alert.
Good evening, I'm Skywarn 13 meteorologist Derrek Dalman with another severe weather update for you. We now have a new severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for northeastern Barron County as well as western Rusk County. This new warning is now in effect until 6:45 this evening. Just to give you a perspective of the size of hail that we are dealing with this particular storm, there is some significant updrafts, and that's being indicated just by the hail size that we're seeing here, where you have these yellows, these oranges, now even a speck of red. That's where we're getting hail in excess of 2 inches. You can still see we have those darker reds and those bright yellows still very close together, but not near as tight. Earlier we were seeing them really just next to each other. That was indicating some very tight rotation there. That indicates some very strong rotation, but thankfully that's not the case anymore. We still have that high wind warning that is currently in effect across the area, and that remains in effect until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're looking at sustained winds in general, anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. A major winter storm that brought 2 phases of accumulating snowfall and even strong winds to us here in Eau Claire, Wisconsin is finally moving out of the area. That said, 2-day storm accumulations have added up to just over a foot. We currently have this upper level low pressure system developing north of the international border. What's going to happen here is eventually this is going to become cut off from the main jet stream, meaning it's going to have nowhere else to go. So it's eventually going to park itself over the northern Great Lakes region, and on the western side of this upper low, we're going to continue to see lobes of that cooler air funneling down into the upper Midwest. After the rain moved out early this morning, we were stuck in the clouds, and then finally this afternoon we got some of that vitamin D for most places in western Wisconsin. As we do take a live look out at Hastings Way this afternoon from our Nicolay Bank Skycam, well, it's showing a dreary picture out there. The rain for the most part has tapered off. We are left with some drizzle. It's 51 degrees currently. Well, we are now officially in what I like to call spooky season. Of course, it is October. The 31st is also Halloween, and this graphic alone may give you a chill in 2 regards. First and foremost, our average high and low temperatures do continue to fall. By the end of the month, those are down to 50 and 31 respectively. A look at visible satellite shows this cloud deck off to the west now fading away. That's what we actually started out the day with, especially in our western counties. And as mentioned, with that daytime heating, we are seeing those puffy cumulus clouds starting to blossom over the region right now. Thankfully, though, our weather is quiet. And then going into tomorrow, we are going to have a mix of sun and clouds before another low pressure system in front arrives tomorrow evening, and that is going to bring quite the swath of rain through the area.
And it's been a little bit of a tradition. Every time I travel to a new station, the meteorologist does a chocolate milk chug.
This tops the list as one of the most Wisconsin things I have yet to do.
That and cheese drawers.
Well, I'm getting wrapped in my ear, so cheers to chocolate milk.
Chug, chug, chug. Way to go.
Now, your 13 first alert weather forecast.
Fall lovers, rejoice! Your kind of weather is officially settling in over the area as we now find ourselves behind a passing cold front. And let me tell you, it's going to be a day for the hoodie or the jacket, because we're not only going to be dealing with cooler temperatures, but those breezes are going to become noticeable out of the northwest. And on top of that, we're not ruling out the possibility of a few isolated pop-up showers. Really no change in the weather as we head through the day tomorrow. Perhaps a few more peaks of sunshine out there, but that is going to come still with some extra clouds. We'll keep the breezy winds going, and it's going to feel a lot more like October as opposed to early September. Those temperatures are going to be stuck in the 50s. And finally, as we round out the work week on Friday, it's actually going to turn windy out there. Northwesterly winds sustained between 15 and 20. And that cooler weather is going to be sticking with us, as it is going to be another day with those temperatures back in the 50s. In fact, that's where we are this morning, now at 58 degrees in Eau Claire. You can see from our live Nicolay Bank Phoenix Park Skycam, the asphalt out there and concrete still a little bit wet, as we did see some showers through the overnight hours. Northwesterly wind at 6 miles per hour, and our dew point continues to drop as drier air funnels in, now at 54 degrees. Looking at temperatures through the region, while a majority of us find ourselves from the 50s to the 60s, You can see well behind this cold front, there is a huge difference in the air mass up across far northwestern Minnesota, over into North Dakota, and even into Canada. That's where those temperatures come crashing down into the 40s. And come this time tomorrow morning, I think there's going to be some of us right here in western Wisconsin that are going to be waking up to temperatures in the upper 30s. Frost, not really much of a concern, as those winds are going to be a bit on the higher side. Nonetheless, if you live in our typically colder spots, probably better safe than sorry. You may want to go ahead and cover up those plants or bring those inside. Here's our cold front. This is going to continue sliding to the south and east. You can see we do have this band of showers and even some embedded thunderstorms out ahead of the front. That's now moving away. And again, we could see a few isolated pop-up showers as our midweek goes on. It is going to be mostly to partly cloudy out there. Outside of an early shower this evening, skies are going to trend mostly clear. And for your day tomorrow, do expect intervals of sun and clouds. It's going to be a quiet Thursday ahead of some changes by tomorrow evening as another low pressure system in front works down from the northwest. That's going to bring a swath of rain into the area. Some of that rain may be on the moderate to heavy side, and we could see some areas easily pick up a quick half-inch or more of rainfall before this latest round of rain moves out by early Friday morning, and then we are going to wrap up the work week on a dry note. As for our high temperature today, well, we've kind of already hit it at 65 degrees. As I show you our hourly planner, notice we are going to be confined to the upper 50s, if not right around that 60-degree mark for much of the day. Winds on the breezy side at 12 to 17 miles per hour. Later tonight, we'll cool it all the way off to a low temperature of 39 degrees. Tomorrow, only up to around 59. We're at 57 on Friday. And then over the weekend, we start to see some gradual improvements with temperatures back in the low 70s early next week.